Welcome to our lesson on measurement equivalence. Okay, when trying to find measurement equivalence, a two-column table can be used to record the measurement equivalence. And you need to stay within either standard measurement or metric measurements within that table. All right, so let's look at some standard weights. The weights we need to know are pounds and ounces. And I need to know there are 16 ounces in 1 pound. So if I was going to create a two-column table, I would just have pounds on one side, ounces on the other. I know in 1 pound there are 16 ounces. And I could continue. There in 2 pounds, that means there would be 32 ounces. Okay, let's look at metric weights. We need to know kilograms and grams. There are 1,000 grams in a kilogram. So to set up our two-column table, we'd have kilograms on one side, grams on the other. In 1 gram, there are 1,000, in 1 kilogram, there are 1,000 grams. And I could continue with the table. In 2 kilograms, that means there are 2,000 grams. All right, let's look at time. We need to know hours, minutes, and seconds. There are 60 minutes in an hour. So to create a two-column table here, we could have hours and minutes. We know in 1 hour there are 60 minutes, which would mean in 2 hours there are 120 minutes. We also need to know there are 60 seconds in a minute. So to create a table for this, we'd have minutes on one side, seconds on the other. In 1 minute there are 60 seconds, which means in 2 minutes there would be 120 seconds. All right, so let's practice. Let's find out how many minutes are in 3 hours. So we're going to set up a two-column table here. We'll have hours on one side and minutes on the other. And we want to know how many minutes are in 3 hours. So let's take what we know. We know there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So to figure out how many minutes are in 2 hours, we'll just add 60 plus 60, which is 120. And so to figure out how many minutes are in 3 hours, we would just add another 60 to 120, which would equal 180. So in 3 hours, there are 180 minutes. All right, let's figure out how many grams are in 7 kilograms. Let's set up our table. We'll have kilograms on one side, grams on the other. And we want to know how many grams. We need to go all the way to 7 kilograms. These conversions are easy because we know we just multiply each number by 1,000. So there are 1,000 grams in a kilogram, there are 2,000 grams in 2 kilograms, and I would continue all the way until I was able to find out how many grams are in 7 kilograms. And my answer would be 7,000. All right, let's try one more. How many ounces are in 4 pounds? So let's set up our table. We'd have pounds on one side, we'd have ounces on another, and we want to go all the way to 4 pounds. So we know in 1 pound there are 16 ounces. In 2 pounds, that means there would be 32 ounces. And each time you're just multiplying 16 by the number over here. So 16 times 2 equals 32. So we could do 16 times 3 to find out how many ounces are in 3 pounds. We know 6 times 3 is 18, 3 times 1 is 3, plus your 1 is 4. So there are 48 ounces in 3 pounds. We could also do 16 times 4, or we could just add another 16 to our 48. 6 plus 8 equals 14. And then 1 plus 4 equals 5, plus 1 more equals 6. So there's 64 ounces in 4 pounds. This concludes our lesson on measurement equivalence.